The journey of a young athlete is rarely a straight line, and for Charlie Woods, 2026 is shaping up to be a season defined by both promise and persistent challenges. At just 17 years old, the son of golf legend Tiger Woods continues to navigate the demanding world of junior golf, where expectations are high and every performance is closely scrutinized. His latest appearance at the Terra Cotta Invitational only added another chapter to a growing narrative, one that reflects flashes of brilliance but also highlights inconsistency and growing pains. Held at the prestigious Naples National Golf Club, the Terra Cotta Invitational brought together a competitive field of 72 talented young golfers. For Charlie Woods, it was an opportunity to reset, to build momentum, and to demonstrate the progress many believe he is capable of achieving. Instead, his performance followed a familiar pattern seen throughout much of his 2026 campaign: a difficult start, gradual improvement, and a finish that hinted at potential but fell short of expectations. Woods finished tied for 42nd at 3 over par, posting rounds of 79, 71, and 69. On paper, those numbers tell a story of recovery. A rough opening round was followed by steady improvement over the next 2 days. But beneath the surface, the details reveal a more complex picture, one where mistakes early in the tournament proved too costly to overcome, despite encouraging signs later on. The opening round set the tone, and unfortunately, it was not a positive one. Starting on the back nine, Woods quickly found himself under pressure. 3 consecutive bogeys on holes 16 through 18 disrupted any chance of early rhythm, and by the time he completed his first 9 holes, he had already accumulated 5 bogeys. The front 9 did little to stabilize his round. Additional bogeys on holes 2, 5, 6, and 8 kept the score climbing, though birdies on holes 4 and 9 provided brief moments of relief. By the end of the first day, Woods had carded a 79, a score that left him near the bottom of the leaderboard, ahead of only a couple of competitors. It was a disappointing start, especially in a field where consistency is crucial and early mistakes can be difficult to recover from. However, the second round showed a different side of Woods. Demonstrating resilience, he bounced back with a 1 under 71, a performance that suggested he was beginning to find his rhythm. This round was far from perfect. Bogeys still appeared on holes 1, 9, 11, and 16, but they were balanced by an impressive 5 birdies on holes 2, 4, 8, 12, and 14. This ability to generate birdies is one of the most encouraging aspects of Woods' game. It highlights his talent and his capacity to execute high-quality shots under pressure. The second-round performance allowed him to climb the leaderboard significantly, moving from 70th to 57th. While still outside contention, it was a step in the right direction and a sign that he could recover from adversity. The final round provided further evidence of his upward trajectory. Woods posted a 69, his best round of the tournament, finishing under par and continuing the trend of improvement. Despite opening with a bogey on the first hole, he quickly regained control. Birdies on holes 6, 7, and 9 on the front 9 helped him build momentum, and another birdie on the 18th capped off a strong finish. This final push allowed Woods to climb 15 more positions on the leaderboard, ultimately securing a tie for 42nd place. It was not the result he would have hoped for, but the progression across the 3 rounds, from 79 to 71 to 69, offered a glimpse of what he is capable of when his game begins to click. Yet, this pattern of slow starts followed by recovery has become a recurring theme in his season. While the ability to bounce back is commendable, consistently putting himself in a position where he must recover limits his chances of contending for titles. At the highest levels of junior golf, strong starts are often essential, and early mistakes can be difficult to erase. The Terra Cotta Invitational is just one example in a broader trend that has defined Woods' 2026 season. Earlier in the year, he competed in the Junior Invitational at Sage Valley, one of the most prestigious events in junior golf, often referred to as the Junior Masters. The tournament featured a smaller but highly competitive field of 36 players, making it an even tougher test. For Woods, the event proved to be one of his most challenging outings. He finished last, posting rounds of 75, 76, 83, and 80 for a total of 26 over par. The gap between him and the rest of the field was significant. The next closest competitor finished 10 strokes ahead, underscoring the extent of his struggles during that tournament. Performances like this inevitably raise questions, not only about form but also about confidence. Golf is as much a mental game as it is physical, and repeated setbacks can take a toll on even the most talented players. For a young athlete still developing his identity in the sport, these experiences can be both challenging and formative. Woods' results in other 2026 events further illustrate the inconsistency. At the AJGA Simplified Boys Championship, he finished 68th, with rounds of 81, 80, and 74. At the Junior Orange Bowl International, he showed more promise, finishing 19th with consistent rounds of 73, 72, 71, and 72. These performances indicate that while he is capable of steady play, maintaining that level across multiple events remains a challenge. Looking back to 2025, there were signs that Woods was on the verge of a breakthrough. His victory at the Team TaylorMade Invitational demonstrated his ability to compete and win against strong competition. Additionally, his tie for 9th at the Boys Junior PGA Championship, where he posted rounds of 70, 66, 66, and 74, showed that he could contend at a high level. Notably, he was in a strong position heading into the final round of that event before slipping down the leaderboard. Since that win, however, top 10 finishes have been rare. The contrast between his earlier success and his current struggles highlights the unpredictable nature of development in young athletes. Progress is rarely linear, and periods of difficulty are often part of the journey. External factors may also be playing a role. The intense media attention that follows Woods is unlike anything most junior golfers experience. Being the son of one of the greatest players in golf history comes with unique pressures and expectations. Every round, every shot, and every result is analyzed in detail, creating an environment that can be difficult to navigate. Additionally, personal circumstances can influence performance. Reports of challenges within his family, including issues involving his father, have added another layer of complexity. While it is impossible to quantify the impact of such factors, they are a reminder that athletes, especially young ones, are not immune to life beyond the course. Despite the struggles, Woods continues to receive support from within the golfing community. One of the most notable voices backing him is Justin Thomas, a close friend of Tiger Woods and one of the top players on the PGA Tour. Speaking on The Smiley Show, Thomas expressed his willingness to mentor and support Charlie in any way possible. "I want to be if he wants me to be," Thomas said. "I want to help in any way I can." He also praised Woods' natural ability, noting that the young golfer can execute shots that even many professionals cannot. Such endorsements carry weight, especially coming from a player of Thomas's caliber and experience. Thomas's support reflects a broader belief among those who have seen Woods play up close, that the talent is there. The challenge lies in translating that talent into consistent results. Experience, guidance, and time will all play crucial roles in that process. It is also worth noting that Thomas himself has a connection to the Terra Cotta Invitational, having won the event in 2010. His understanding of the tournament's demands and pressures could provide valuable insight for Woods as he continues to develop. Ultimately, Charlie Woods' current situation can be described as a balance between potential and execution. The flashes of brilliance, birdie runs, under par rounds, and strong finishes demonstrate what he is capable of achieving. At the same time, the inconsistencies, particularly in opening rounds, highlight areas that need improvement. For now, the focus will likely remain on development rather than results. Building consistency, managing pressure, and refining his game are all part of the process. While the setbacks may be frustrating, they are not uncommon for players at this stage of their careers. The story of Charlie Woods in 2026 is still being written. It is a story of learning, adaptation, and growth. And while the results may not yet match the expectations that come with his name, the journey itself holds valuable lessons. In the world of golf, success often comes to those who persist through challenges and continue to refine their craft. For Woods, the path forward may not be easy, but the foundation is there. With time, experience, and the right support, the glimpses of promise seen at events like the Terra Cotta Invitational could evolve into something much more consistent and much more formidable.